In July, I went on a memorable trip to a very special place. Can you guess where? I'll give you a hint. It is mostly underwater. Any ideas? The special place I went to was the aquarium. At the aquarium, I saw all kinds of life. Let me show you some of them. The special exhibit they had for the day was a Finding Nemo themed tank. In it were characters like Nemo and Dory. They also had pufferfish and stingrays in the tank. It was fascinating to see the real fish that Finding Nemo based its characters on. The next animal I saw were otters. They were located in the center of the aquarium in a tube-like exhibit so that they could be seen from all angles. They had beach balls to play with and they would use their heads to pass them around. Some of them were napping in the corner together, almost as if they were cuddling. The otter exhibit was probably the cutest exhibit I saw during my trip. One exhibit that shocked me was the red octopus. It was huge. Its tentacles stretched from one end of the tank to the other. I was surprised at the size of the red octopus. It was as big as me. Its suction cups were the size of my hand. Another exhibit I saw was the jellyfish section. There were so many kinds of jellyfish. There were big ones and little ones, bright ones and dark ones with long tentacles and ones with short tentacles. I was amazed by the variety of jellyfish that exist in the world. There were also seahorses at the aquarium. It was interesting how they tied their tails to sticks so that they would stay in place. I wondered if seahorses could actually swim or if they just tied themselves to things to float. Another fun exhibit at the aquarium was the touch pool. In the touch pool, you could feel and observe starfish, shells, moss balls, and sea urchin. It was interesting to compare the different textures of these living things. Some were slimy and some were rough. One of the biggest reasons why this trip was so memorable was because I got to see my favorite animal, the cuttlefish. They had so many different kinds of cuttlefish, it was amazing. The one that stood out to me the most was the flamboyant cuttlefish. They had extravagant colors and designs on their body. In addition, the design on their body changed according to their environment. So when a cuttlefish went to a dark area, its design became dark. The very last exhibit I saw on my trip was this giant tank that had all kinds of sea life in it, like sharks, tuna, stingrays, turtles, and more. The tank was so deep that it was difficult to see anything in the distance. It was such a peaceful exhibit. I felt like I could sit and watch it for hours and feel content. My trip to the aquarium was memorable because of all the different kinds of life I was able to see. I learned that though I might know about some things, there are still a lot more things I don't know about, and that's okay. It's fun to discover things and learn more. Thank you for listening to my digital story.